Welcome back to another video. City Skylines number 2 officially coming soon, you guys. October 24th, 2023. I am so hyped. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and review some of the details that you might have missed from the Xbox showcase yesterday from City Skylines 2. So I'm just going to go off the wall right now, but here is a beautiful picture right here. And you can see, look, small little town with, the residential buildings right there. Got your small little downtown in the background. I was actually very shocked that they showed City Skylines 2. Like, it was kind of like a thing that I had in mind, like, hey, they should show City Skylines 2 for tomorrow. And I was like, what perfect event to show it, right? And they did. And man, it's beautiful. It really is. Like, it shows, it's pretty much the same thing, but better graphics, better gameplay, better AI. That's kind of one thing they didn't really show. The AI, I want to see how they act. Also, I wanted to see if we're going to be able to drive in the game like in the first one. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm really hopeful for, is that we can drive and we can actually walk in our cities. If not, yeah, they better fix that ASAP. So this is one of the things I noticed in the trailer. They had one of those little tram tracks, going through just regular roads, Um, so like the trains don't actually have to be on a separate road. They can actually be on the road itself. So, kind of like in San Francisco, you have the tram track train. It actually flows with the, regular traffic. So that's pretty cool. It's little things like this that make the game so awesome. And they actually added so many mods from the original City Skylines 1, and they ported it over to Skylines number 2, and that's amazing. That's truly amazing. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get that traffic manager finally for City Skylines 2. So that's going to be super amazing. I know people are on the edge of, why do they make City Skylines 2 that we didn't need it? We actually did. The game came out, believe 2013, so it's very outdated. And, once those mods hit the market, that's when the game just started getting better. And that's why you're seeing all this stuff like parking lots and, different things like that, better highways and that's something that City Skylines 2 will bring. It's basically a large update, an update that's essential for the next generation of City Skylines 2. I mean, they could have put all that in City Skylines 1, but you know, in a business sense, they need to make money too, right? So I really don't mind. I'll pay for the game. If even if it's not on Game Pass for free, which it is, I'll pay for the game. I'll pay $70 for the game itself. But and I probably will still buy the game even after Game Pass, because eventually they're gonna take it off and you're gonna have to buy the game. I noticed this image right here. I do see these white building. It's like a white building that's by itself. I'm not sure if it's like a control center or something, or a hospital, but there's also like this watchtower that looks like something from like a prison or an airport. Beautiful lighting right here, you guys. You got the backdrop in the back with, the marshes. If you don't know what a marsh is, it's like basically an ocean, but it has like little islands on top of it. It's like basically just grass, but it's like it's like an ocean, but it has grass on the top. It's not that deep. But yeah, I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful for the driving mechanics in the game. That's one of my favorite parts in the game, the driving and walking in your actual city to see how it looks and see how it functions. And I do see that the terrain tool is a lot better in this. It's like a lot smoother and you can actually see it, and I see that they have this little purple outline now, so that's freaking awesome. Like the terrain tool in City Skylines 1 was very I don't know how to say it, but it was very small and it was very clunky. It just did not make sense at all. But it does look like we're gonna have a larger plane to play with the terrain tools as well. So it'll be a lot easier for us to, make mountains and dips and all that cool stuff. The trees in this game look amazing, man. Like they look like straight out like real life trees. That's like one of the biggest things that I've noticed in this game, the trees and the lighting in the game. It's like pure awesome. I know people want, like a realistic approach to city skylines, like graphically wise, but I think that's fine. The graphics look amazing. You're not gonna really notice too much, It still looks a little cartoony, but that's fine. You know, if you make it too realistic, the game's gonna crash and bug, and we don't want any of that. So I'm really glad that they took the approach to make it at least look like City Skylines one, but also update. Like the trees. The trees are like a vast improvement. The road systems. Oh my god, this is so cool. Finally, we can make a full road system like this instead of, doing one road by one road, that took forever. But now we can do quadruplets of roads, with ease. So you can actually make a whole, residential area with just, the click of a button. So that's really cool. You can actually curve this road. You can make it in a 90-degree angle, whatever you want to do. So that's really cool. They made it very easy and intuitive to do all this. So I do see the menu system is pretty identical, which is cool. I think that menu system's great. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't really see a need for them to fix anything. Maybe to make the icons bigger, but other than that, that's cool. I mean, I'm already used to the system, so I'm not really complaining. But for like a new player, they might get a little confused. This game, City Skylines 1 was very confusing when I first started, and I kind of see where, these new players coming in, they're going to be so lost. Like, this game is really difficult to learn. It literally took me years to learn this game. It literally took me a year, and even till today, I'm still learning the game. So, it's a game that you really, really, really have to take your time and learn it. And it's not gonna take 3 months to learn. It's not gonna take a year to learn. It's gonna take a couple years, even 5 years in. I'm still learning the game, you guys. So, and now we're getting City Skylines number two, so I have to relearn everything. So, that's pretty cool. I really love the water in the game. Like they really changed it up. You can see in the background over there. So highway systems now. You can see that they finally updated the highway system. So one of the things was the clippings on the highway. So when you like merge into a highway, you have the markings that when you like enter a highway, the road system kind of interlocks and intersects itself into the actual highway. So City Skylines 1 didn't have that. So you kind of have to work around the system, and you pretty much had to build a separate road that really didn't connect to the highway. So it was very clunky for its time. But as you can see right here in City Skylines 2, the actual highway connects. So that is so amazing. Like I finally will be able to build a working, realistic highway. Now the mods did allow you to do all that, but again, they moved all those mods over to, City Skylines number two. One of the things that annoyed me the most was making a bridge and making it proportionate to the other road. So a lot of the times you have to build one road, and then when you curve it, you have to build the other road to curve it. And it was so hard to do. Like, it was so hard to get it straight. And that was like the annoying part of that game. But now you can build an actual bridge, an actual road, all proportionate to together. Thank you for making this. Like, this is such a big relief. So here's one of the residential areas right here. You can see like a high school or university, and it actually has a huge parking lot. And these parking lots actually get full with cars. So you won't see these empty parking lots, you know. You might see them during the day, but or you might see them during the night, but that's one of the things I'm kind of wondering. Like, okay, let's say a shopping mall or whatever during the day has a parking lot, and then at 2 a.m. in the morning, will all those cars be gone, or are they just gonna still be there? That's one of the things I want fixed in the game, you know. I'm not sure if they'll be able to incorporate it, but that'd be a cool feature to have. Like, let's say the game in time is 2 o'clock in the morning. You're not gonna see a lot of cars on the street, right? And so at 3 p.m. in the evening, you'll be able to see a lot of cars. So that's one of the things I hope they incorporate in the game. You know, I don't want to see millions of cars and millions of traffic on a road at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, even though it does happen, you know, in some cities like Los Angeles, New York, you know, so on. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I have not seen any information about that as of yet, but it'd be very interesting. So this next image shows. Uh, I can't really see that much of it, but you can see the train system. They got a little train hub right here. Transportation hub. I'm not too familiar with the transportation side of City Skylines because I don't really use it other than the airport, but I'm very interested in the highway system. But if you can look at the highway. The highway actually looks like a actual highway, so that's awesome. I got that roundabout with the trains, you know, in the middle of the road, so you don't have to really put them aside to the side or intersect or anything. They can actually run with the vehicles on the road, so that's really cool. Um, So that's kind of a cool, thing that I would do in the game. Like, I would build like a university area, like for the kids and stuff. Uh, not kids, but for the students for the university, and then I'll build like a little train system that runs through, the residentials. That way, they can take the actual trains to school and back. So that's a little cool idea that you can do. You can have a little train system for the students in the university or high school or whatever. Here's some residential areas. These buildings look very plain. I mean, I guess they look modern, but they look very plain. I'm not sure why a lot of them look like that, but I guess it's fine. But you can see that the chart has children, teens, adults, and seniors. There's a lot of seniors and adults though in these buildings. So I don't know. I'm not sure why there's no children in there, but maybe there's a reason. And also I've heard of something about air pollution. So this is going to be a real thing in the game. So actually the air will actually get polluted, and you have to control that. So that's freaking awesome. You have to control the air pollution. If not, people are going to get sick. In the first City Skylines, they had air pollution, but it didn't spread throughout the city. It was just that one area. But this will spread out through your whole city, and then and who knows what's gonna happen. So that's very cool to see. And I'm hoping they have like a trash system. I'm not talking about like the garbage truck system. I'm like actual trash on the roadways. And if you don't keep up with it, your city's gonna be like just full of trash all over the roadways. So I don't know. I think that would be a cool little system to have, keep your city clean instead of dirty. They might have it. I don't know. Maybe in a DLC. So I know they've taken a lot of approach to the industry side of the game. So the industry side, my most favorite thing of the game. So I cannot wait for that. On the chart on the left, it actually says like air pollution sources, and then they have traffic air pollution, and then road air pollution. So that's pretty much what we're gonna see. So this is another cool thing, but this is like the police coverage. So the red is the part that the police kind of cover, and then um I guess the yellow is like they don't really cover that too much, and then the orange and you see I'm not too sure, but I think the green is where the police are covering the area, and then the red is kind of like iffy. They don't really cover that area too much, and there might be a lot of crime in that area. So I'm not sure what that red part is, but I would take it that would be the coverage that they're driving on. But okay, so another cool thing they're doing uh, a system kind of like Google Maps. So if you looked at Google Maps and you looked at like the traffic portion in Google Maps, it'll actually show like the volume of traffic. So if you notice in City Skylines 1, it always just shows green or red. What this system will show is the volume of traffic. So if there's a lot of red, that means like there's just gonna be pure standstill traffic. Kind of like Google Maps. And the orange is basically there's traffic, but the traffic's still flowing. It's gonna be a long line of people, but the traffic's still flowing. Red means like stand still, so it's not gonna move at all. And then they got the traffic volume. The purple means that there's a lot of cars running through that road. And then the orange means that there's not too many cars. So that's kind of a system that you can work around with, to make the traffic flow better. So with that purple, you can actually maybe build like a tollway around that. And you can kind of get people to, drive around somewhere else instead of that road. And that's kind of one way that you can gain your revenue for the city as well. So that is awesome. That way you can see how much traffic is actually flowing into your city. I do see some new images here, but they're natural resources. So I do see like a chicken, there's some wheat, carrots, I guess that's cotton, wood, and lumber, all that cool stuff. So I take it, I don't know. I guess we'll be able to, lay some eggs with some chickens and maybe some wheat farms. So that's cool. I really like that. Maybe you can like build like fruit farms and vegetable farms, and that's kind of something that they lacked in City Skylines number 1. We weren't able to do all that. So I'm really curious to see what this is all about. But I really hope they'll be able to distinguish a farmland, or wheat land, or places that we have cows in them. All right, so in this next image right here, I'm not too sure if they had 18 wheelers in City Skylines 1, or did they, or am I tripping? I don't remember seeing them. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough, but anyways, there's 18 wheelers in City Skylines 2. There's motorcycles in Skylines 2. All in all, you guys, I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe it's coming out October 24th. I really thought it was going to come out like 2024 or something like that, but it's actually 2023, October 24th. Oh my god, I can't wait. If you like this video, let me know. I'll go ahead and do a little deep dive into new trailers and new footage that we get through City Skylines 2 information. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you're new. Comment. Let me know what you guys think.